On the 4th of July 1985, I went to Wembley Stadium and saw a gig that changed my life. In the same audience, a young Asian guy from Luton was having the same experience. His memoir is the basis of today's Pat's Film Club pick of the day, Blinded by the Light. Hello and welcome to Pat's Film Club's Pick of the Day, your daily guide to the best films on UK free-to-air channels. I'm Pat Kelman and I'm a film distributor, and over the years I've also been an actor and filmmaker. I set up Pat's Film Club to make going to the cinema an event again, and I've been presenting monthly screenings at the Plaza Cinema in Truro and have recently expanded into other venues in the southwest and across the UK. For details of our upcoming screenings and to join the community, please go to patsfilmclub.com. Today we're diving into an inspiring coming-of-age film set against the backdrop of 1980s England with a soundtrack powered by the boss himself, Bruce Springsteen. The film is Blinded by the Light, directed by Gurinder Chadha, which is showing tonight on BBC Two at 11 p.m. Blinded by the Light tells the story of Javed, a British Pakistani teenager growing up in Luton, England in 1987. Amidst racial and economic turmoil, Javed finds his voice and a sense of belonging through the music of Bruce Springsteen. This film, based on the memoir Greetings from Bury Park by Sarfraz Manzoor, is a heartfelt exploration of identity, family, and the power of music to transcend cultural barriers. Gurinder Chadha is a director known for her unique ability to blend cultural specificity with universal themes. Best known for Bend It Like Beckham, Chadha often explores the intersection of British and South Asian identities, focusing on the immigrant experience in the UK. Blinded by the Light fits well within Chadha's filmography, as it continues her exploration of multicultural Britain, but with a stronger emphasis on how popular culture, in this case Bruce Springsteen's music, can inspire personal growth and social change. Chadha's films frequently highlight the tension between tradition and modernity, a theme that's central to Blinded by the Light as Javed navigates the expectations of his family and his own desires for personal freedom and self-expression. One of the film's most powerful scenes is when Javed first listens to Bruce Springsteen's music. The scene is electrifying, with Springsteen's lyrics literally swirling around Javed as he absorbs the meaning and the emotion behind the words. This use of visual effects to animate the lyrics on screen not only emphasises the profound impact the music has on Javed, but also helps the audience connect with the intensity of his experience. This technique is reminiscent of Chadha's work in Bend It Like Beckham, where she used football as a visual metaphor for Jess's struggle for independence. Another key scene is a confrontation between Javed and his father over Javed's desire to pursue writing instead of a more traditional career. The tension in the scene is palpable, reflecting the generational and cultural conflicts that are a recurring theme in Chadha's films. The authenticity of these family dynamics is one of Chadha's strengths as a filmmaker, as is seen in her other works like Viceroy's House, where she explores the complexities of familial relationships against the backdrop of historical events. The film also beautifully captures the socio-political climate of 1980s Britain. The Thatcher-era economic struggles and the rise of far-right nationalism form the backdrop of Javed's coming-of-age story, adding layers of realism and urgency to his personal journey. Chadha's use of actual archival footage from the period seamlessly integrates these historical elements into the narrative, grounding the film in its time and place, much like how she grounded Bend It Like Beckham in the reality of early 2000s Britain. Blinded by the Light is a natural continuation of Gurinder Chadha's exploration of the British Asian experience. While Bend It Like Beckham dealt with issues of gender and cultural expectations through the lens of sports, Blinded by the Light uses music as a catalyst for personal transformation and social commentary. Both films share Chadha's characteristic blend of humour, warmth and social critique. However, Blinded by the Light is perhaps more introspective, delving deeper into the personal struggles of identity and belonging, making it one of Chadha's most emotionally resonant works to date. Bruce Springsteen personally approved the use of his music for Blinded by the Light. He was moved by Sarfraz Manzoor's memoir and felt a strong connection to the story. This approval was no small feat, as Springsteen rarely allows his songs to be used so extensively in films. Additionally, the film was shot on location in Luton, adding to its authenticity. The town itself becomes a character in the film, representing both the constraints and the possibilities of Javed's world. I adored Blinded by the Light. I have to lay my cards on the table and admit that I am massively biased towards this film, as I actually lived the basic premise of it. I'm probably a little older than Sarfraz Manzoor, but I too was converted to Springsteen around the time of the Born in the USA tour. And when I saw the Wembley gig on 4th of July '85, it felt like my life had been changed forever. I've seen every tour since then, except for the Ghost of Tom Joad tour, often multiple times. Last September I did a bucket list trip to New Jersey to see the last night of a 3-night stand at his home stadium in East Rutherford, and then the next day I did a road trip of key Springsteen locations, including his childhood home and the boardwalk at Asbury Park. So although obviously Manzoor and I come from a very different social and cultural background, I could see clear connections between us. I'm a 70s kid, and the social upheaval depicted in Chadha's film reflects the situation in my decade, a decade of punk, two-tone, National Front skinheads, and the birth of rock against racism. In addition to my emotional identification, I love this film for its heartfelt portrayal of the power of music and the immigrant experience. The film strikes a perfect balance between nostalgia and relevance, making it both a tribute to Springsteen's music and a universal story of finding your own voice. The performances, particularly by Vivek Kalra as Javed, are deeply moving, and the soundtrack will have you humming long after the credits roll. Whether you're a fan of the boss or simply appreciate a well-told story, this film is sure to resonate with you. So don't miss Blinded by the Light, airing on BBC One at 11 p.m. Set your PVR to record it or catch it on iPlayer. If you enjoyed today's recommendation, please subscribe using the button below if you're watching this on YouTube, or subscribe and leave a review on your podcast platform of choice if you're listening to the audio version. Please also follow us on our socials. We're at Pat's Film Club on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok and X. Please also go to the website patsfilmclub.com, where you can sign up to our mailing list to keep up to date with all our future events and developments. This month I'm hosting a number of screenings across the UK of Wes Craven's 1977 grindhouse classic The Hills Have Eyes, and you can get full details and book through the website. In fact, here's a brief promo.
They wanted to see something different, but something different saw them first. What began as a vacation ended as a nightmare.
Have that for you later, girlie.
A night of terror, a day of vengeance. No one was spared. The lucky ones died first. The most shocking, terrifying film you will ever see. The Hills Have Eyes.
Certificate X. For details, see local press.
Thanks for joining me today on Pat's Film Club Pick of the Day, and I'll see you tomorrow with another great film. See you then. Thanks so much for listening. Our theme tune today was composed by Modern Music, licensed via pixabay.com.